Hello and welcome back to part 2 of developing pre-writing skills for the preschoolers. The last time in my last video I had taken up certain patterns that would enable the little ones to start writing. I'll do a quick recap of the patterns we had done. So there were straight lines, there were sleeping lines, then we had slanting lines both ways, and we had zigzag lines, and we had curved both ways, and finally the circle. One pattern which I had not done and I am going to introduce just now is the U or the curved. So you could do it, you could make the child practice from left to right as we would write U, and you could also do it the other way round, starting from the right coming to the left. And with that we complete all the patterns that would help a pre-primary child to write, and I will show you exactly how. So I'm going to run you through A to Z, and I think it will become very evident how the various patterns come into play. So when we write A, or when the child writes A, there was one slanting in one direction, slanting in the other, and we had the sleeping line. So slanting and the sleeping. When we do B, it's the standing line, and then you have the inverted curves twice. That's the pattern. C, of course, is very similar to what we had done. D has a standing line and an inverted C. E, as you can see, has a standing line, and then there are 3 sleeping lines. Same with F, you have a standing line and 2 sleeping lines. Now G has a C, it has a small standing line and a small sleeping line. We'll come to H, and I'm sure you can very clearly see H has 2 standing and 1 sleeping line. I has just a standing. Now J is a straight line, a standing line, and the curve which I just showed you at the start of the video. Standing line, and then you have 2 slanting lines. L, standing and a sleeping line. Each letter, as you see, is making use of only the patterns that we have done so far. So you have 2 standing lines, and then you have the slanting lines. Again a standing, slanting, standing. O is a complete. As I had said, please make sure it is anti-clockwise. Standing line, inverted C. You have a circle, and then you have a slanting line. Standing line, inverted C, and then you have a slanting line. You have the C, and then you have the inverted C to form an S. A sleeping line and a standing line. This we did today, the U pattern. Slanting line, or it could be part of the zigzag as well. Again the zigzag. Slanting, slanting, 2 lines, and then you have the final sleeping, slanting, sleeping. So that makes our A to Z. Every single pattern that we have spoken about you can see in these letters. You get the children to practice patterns, that's it. Don't start teaching them ABC. The more they practice the patterns and take large sheets of newspaper, rough paper, erasable boards, as I said, anything which the child can do repeatedly. and then there are other ways to make this writing of letters more interesting. So I hope this is going to come in handy. Please sit down with the children and do this with them. Do it in different colored chalk, crayons, and make it fun for all of them. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.